1950s, flying cars amusement park ride. The drum rotated and you controlled a brake in the car. The cars would go completely up and over the loop. The Blind Girl by Krister Stromholm, Hiroshima, 1963. Bedouins, late 19th century. Shell-shocked U.S. Marine, Vietnam, Hue, 1968. Wounded veteran Staff Sergeant Arthur Moore stands on 42nd Street near Grand Central Station, watching ticker tape fall from New York City buildings during celebrations of Germany's surrender, 7 May 1945. Civic inspection of the works taking place on the new Queensway Road tunnel underneath the River Mersey, which will link Liverpool to Birkenhead, 1929. Inuit woman and child fishing for spider crab near Nome, Alaska, 1930s. (1970) San Francisco street musician. (1980s) Japanese Yankee style. A group of men and women sitting in a fallen tree. See 1910. Women at the New York World's Fair, 1939. It was the smallest television in the world at the time, just 4 centimeters wide. It was made in Japan and unveiled at an international exhibition in Milan, Italy, on April 21, 1962. Buster Jangle Easy Test, Nevada, 1951. Berlin Wall falling, 1989. Shannon Doherty in the 1990s. Albert Einstein on the run, 1933. Einstein spent 3 weeks in Norfolk, United Kingdom under the protection armed guards after escaping Nazi Germany. American Marines use a flamethrower in the Vietnam War, 1967. The Hello Girls, the women who ran the World War I switchboards, 6 members of the United States Army Signal Corps preparing to ship off for France in 1918, where they and 217 other women served as switchboard operators. The Berbera family with lion, Soviet Baku, modern-day Azerbaijan. Imogen Hassel, me 1970. Suppression of mass protests in Gwangju, South Korea, 1980. Randolph Scott and Cary Grant in their Santa Monica, referred to as Bachelor Hall. They lived together for around 10 years, sharing their first home in 1932. A group of female snipers from the Second Baltic Front, 1944. The We Want Beer Parade, 1932, was a protest in New York City aimed at ending prohibition. The Beer for Taxation March drew over 100,000 participants who paraded for over 10 hours. Conan O'Brien and Bob Odenkirk in the Saturday Night Live writers' room in 1988. Marilyn Monroe getting instructions about how to use the anti-aircraft gun. USS Benham, 19 of June, 1951. Women deported from Czechoslovakia to Germany for forced labor are transported home from the Dresden train station. May 1945. Honeywell portable computer prop from 2001, A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick, 1968. A Soviet MO-4 patrol boat of the Black Sea Fleet conducts a test bombing run with BB-1 depth charges at the entrance to Sevastopol's northern bay, clearing the fairway of German naval mines World War II. Inajiro Asanuma, Secretary-General of the Japan Socialist Party, participates in a public blood donation campaign in Tokyo to help wounded UN soldiers during the Korean War. 28th September 1950. Jan 30, 1925. Doris Rothschild wearing an anti-sunburn hood. The Roller Skaters of Venice Beach, 1979. Afghan Mujahideen freedom fighter aiming a newly acquired Stinger missile at a passing Soviet aircraft, February 1988. Korean noble lady and attendant, circa 1914. Russell Oakes shows off his donut holder. Fit family posing at Muscle Beach in California in the 1950s. Sergeant Major Jiggs, United States Marine Corps mascot, 1925. (1937) Sir K.S. Digvijay Singh, the Maharaja of Nawanagar, with his daughter Princess Harshad Kunverba, in a Wrightycraft special midget car on the Maharaja's estate near Dorking, Surrey. Children carry their weekly contribution of scrap paper to school in Washington, D.C. as part of the Salvage for Victory program. August 1942. A demonstration with portraits of Chiang Kai-shek, China, 1920s. Canadian hockey team, 1922. Sultan Vahideddin departing from the back door of the Dolmabahce Palace, marking the end of the Ottoman monarchy and the beginning of the end of the Ottoman Empire, 1922. Photograph of Walter John Calloway, one of the few Maori who were able to fight in the Second Boer War, where Maori were officially banned from enlisting in 1899. Vacation at the Tower of Pisa, 1998. A student sleeps on a raft during Student Giving Week in the United Kingdom, 1967. Student Giving Week is an annual fundraising event run by students at universities and colleges in the United Kingdom, primarily to raise money for charities. These kids protesting against segregation. Actress Gillian Anderson, circa 1996. German Shepherd Petra from the children's show Blue Peter responding to fan mail, 1964. Salvador Dalí, 1955. Street Gang in Springfield, Massachusetts, 1916. The sunpod was used so you could go to the beach and not get bothered when you tan, 1982. Manhattan before most skyscrapers, 1931. A dog dressed up for a tea party, October 1934. Johnny, the Hustler, his nickname. He was a teenage Italian-American male prostitute. This photo was taken in Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn, New York, 1962. Coast Guard fireman Charles Tyner, inspecting his helmet that was damaged by an artillery fragment in France, 1944. Victory Salute in Moscow, 1945. During the exorcism of Anneliese Michel, mid-1970s. The early days of computers, 1960s. Young Adam Sandler. Wakeboarding during a flood, 1938. Rock fans burning disco records during disco demolition at the Comiskey Park Baseball Stadium in Chicago, July 12, 1979. Combination of animal furs and prints. Photo by Franco Rubartelli, Sieba 1968. A German citizen being threatened by a French soldier for not taking his hat off while passing him, 1923. Unknown. Marilyn Monroe, First Lady from Left to Right, on casting shot with other actresses for a role. Shot in KFI Camera Clinic, 1947. Buster Keaton sitting with Josephine the Monkey, 1928. The wife of a farmer sits with her 3 young children in their home in Northam, Minnesota, 1937, the worn furnishings and scattered papers reflecting the hardships of rural life. Kids jump from a fire escape onto mattresses in New York City's Lower East Side, 1979. In 1965, Ford disassembled a Mustang and transported it in 4 parts to the top of the Empire State Building for publicity. Kermit the Frog, photographed shortly after Jim Henson's death on 16th of May, 1990. Kirsten Dunst and Mara Wilson at the Jumanji premiere, 1995. (1920s) newspaper boy in San Francisco, California. This photo was taken by the Stockholm police on the 4th day of a highly televised bank robbery turned hostage crisis, August 26, 1973. Iranian student protest, July 1999. In 1997, photo from the Titanic movie set. Afghan Mujahideen freedom fighter showing off a peanut butter ration sent by the United States government during the Soviet-Afghan War, 1987. Carrie Fisher behind the scenes of The Return of the Jedi, 1983. French prisoners of war shake hands with their liberators, Soviet soldiers, in Berlin. World War II. (1940s) mermaid show at Weeki Wachee Spring State Park. Mermaids practicing their elaborate underwater routines. Spring Hill, Florida. Group of armed Samoan fighters affiliated with Chief Mata'afa during the Second Samoan Civil War, 1899. Veteran Mr. K and comrades at Jinhae Naval Base, 1968. Courtesy Young Gyun Kwan, Seoul. Holly Johnson and Paul Rutherford from Frankie Goes to Hollywood trying a CD player in London, 1984. Young couple kissing before the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. Women of the Akil Sere Latides Private Fire Brigade in 1925. Knife grinders in France around 1902. They worked lying down to save their backs and had dogs sit on their legs for warmth. Swedish warships camouflaged in Smogerkullen, Sweden, 1942. Ernest Hemingway shooting a cigarette out of man's fingers in 1952. Marilyn Monroe, before she was a big name, auditioning for a play at the Players Ring Theater in LA, 1950. She didn't get the role. November 22, 1963, Houston, Texas. Fifth graders at Montrose Elementary react as Principal Marianne Ivins informs them about the death of President Kennedy. Daughter of a miner holding her kitten. George Harrison showing off an impressive little shiner, 1960s. Backstage at a Berlin cabaret, 1920s. Edward Mordrake. Suffragette Parade in London, see 1907. Altar boy in a car followed by a band and crowd. Photograph taken by Michael P. Smith, 1970s. Joan Collins, 1960. J.R.R. Tolkien in uniform during World War I, 1916. Homes in Cameron, Louisiana, lie in ruins in the wake of Hurricane Audrey, July 1, 1957. Soviet woman, harvesting a field torn by shells only a short time ago, shakes her fist at German prisoners of war as they march eastward under Soviet guard in the United States of America on February 14, 1944. The Pyramid of Cannons is a temporary monument made from captured weapons, erected in Paris to commemorate the end of World War I. New York Chorus Line Girls, 1920s. Women divers who are competing in the European Championships at Wembley, London, playing leapfrog with the Speedway riders as part of a Keep Fit regime. 6th of July, 1938. Wearing Dad's flight gear in Montana in 1948. Boy and Easter Bunny. Woman demonstrating an absolutely game-changing invention, the automatic milk lock. Office at the beginning of the 20th century. Anthony Perkins, Alfred Hitchcock, and Janet Leigh sharing a moment at the Bates Motel during the making of Psycho, taken in 1959. Lou Gehrig plugging his ears as Babe Ruth plays the saxophone, 1928. Outlaw Belle Starr after her arrest by Deputy United States Marshal Charles Barnhill in 1886. Starr's story was widely publicized at that time by the National Police Gazette, who dubbed her the Bandit Queen. Couple of kids enjoying an early 1920s radio program. An American soldier cradling a dog while under siege at Khe Sanh, Vietnam, 1968. The Battle of Khe Sanh began on January 21, 1968, and lasted for 77 days. Robin Williams under the Golden Gate Bridge, 1998. A Day on the Beach, 1933. A dog listens to the radio on headphones and smokes a pipe. June 1929. A Look of Confidence, Paris, 1950. Fitness trainer Joseph Pilates trains opera singer Roberta Peters, 1951. Dressed to the nines while fishing in the summer of 1902. The Crystal Palace on fire on November 30th, 1936. Dolly's broken arm must be taken off. See 1900. American Stereoscopic Company, publisher Young, R.Y., copyright claimant. A hotel receptionist during a Scud missile alert at the Le Méridien during the First Gulf War. Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, January 1991. Before road tests, people learned to drive like this. United States, 1950s. typing class at school, where everyone practiced on loud, clunky keyboards and competed to see who could type the fastest without looking down. Kitchen in Warsaw, Poland in the late 1920s. A captured German boy soldier enjoys a cup of coffee aboard the United States Coast Guard LCI, 1944. A Red Army doctor treats survivors of Auschwitz after Soviet troops liberated the camp in January 1945. Rail collision, Stockholm, November 2, 1965.